Yoshi right here, because I want to make sure I have a good chance to win it while I'm leading. So I'm going to go ahead and use my golden mushroom. Alright, we get a 1, 5, and a 5 for a total of 11. Not much of a good total right there, but it could have been better. But on the bright side, we are still getting that star right here. I feel very lucky of how we got it right here, even though Daisy could have gotten it right here since she rolled high enough for it. But like I said, she chose to go the other direction instead. And now the next star is right over there, but there's no way we're getting to that one. Alright, so I'm going to go down. Alright, we're ending things off with a 4-player minigame, and it's going to be Messy Memory. I was trying to remember where all the items go here. Alright. So I believe Mario's hat goes here, and then I think Wario's hat goes right there, and then Luigi's hat goes here, and I think Donkey Kong's tie goes here, and I think the mushroom goes there, and I think the Yoshi egg goes here, and I believe the crown goes right there. Alright. I think I feel pretty good about this. Alright, let's see what we did. And that is a perfect! Well done. We definitely handled that so well. Alright, so that's it for the last turn, so now it's time to go over the final results. Alright, let's take a look at all our stars. I did have the most of those in the end with 5. Yoshi had 3, Peach had 1, and Daisy was the only one that didn't even have a single star. Now it's time to check out our coins. Peach had the most of those in the end with 94. Alright, let's get to the bonus stars. Alright, we're going to start off with the minigame star, and that goes to me. Alright, on to the coin star. That's going to Yoshi. Alright, and now it's time to end it off with the happening star. And that's going to go to Peach. Alright, time to see who the winner is. It's not Daisy. And it's not Peach. It's me! That is how I roll. I'm the winner. How about that? So, we are going to end up with a total of 6 stars right here in the segment. So, I'll definitely call that a great game right here for how it went. And it was certainly very awesome for the way that I managed to pull off that win. It really helped too for the way that I stole the Wacky Watch away from Yoshi with the help of my plunder chest right here at the end of the game, because while I was leading on the last turn, it definitely made very good sense for me not to use that right here so I can have an easier chance to win, and I'm glad that really paid off. So now let's go and go over our detailed results before we wrap things up for the segment. So I had a minigame by 90 over Yoshi, and then Yoshi ended up having coin by 41 over Peach. Daisy landed on the most blue spaces. And then Yoshi landed on the most red spaces with 2. Peach and Daisy have 1, and I was the only one that didn't even land on a single red space. Oh, Peach had happening by quite a long shot right here. She had it by 4 over me and Daisy, and Yoshi was the only one that didn't even land on a single happening space. Nobody landed on any chance time spaces. Yoshi was the only one that landed on a Bowser space. Me and Peach tied each other for the most battle spaces with 2. Daisy had 1, and Yoshi was the only one that didn't even land on a single battle space. Me and Yoshi tied each other for the most item spaces with 3, while Peach and Daisy had 2. Yoshi was the only one that landed on a bank space, and I was the only one that landed on a game guy space. So yeah, that really turned out to be a very exciting game for how this turned out. And I'm very proud of myself for the way that I was able to get that win right here. So that is awesome. Alright, so anyways, that is going to do it for Mario Party 3 for the Nintendo 64 as part of my 10-year anniversary special. But we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.